of the hardest hit counties overnight were Kalamazoo and Calhoun. We have crews in both locations right now. We want to start things off with Storm Team 8 meteorologist Matt Kirkwood, who's live this morning near Vicksburg, an area hit hard by storms back in November. Matt.
Well, just moments ago, we started our live shot just west of the city of Vicksburg, or at least west of downtown Vicksburg. We're continuing the storm survey, so to speak. We've now made our way to the eastern portion of Vicksburg on Division Avenue, and we come across this. This is quite a sight, actually. This massive tree has come down. Fortunately, has just missed this house, but look what it did not miss. This Buick has seen better days. You can see it's just literally sandwiched and crushed. This is one of two cars that has basically taken the brunt of this fallen tree. I guess the good news is the two houses missed out in the majority of this, but it's a good thing no one was inside this house. We just talked to the homeowner, and she was in that window up above there, so she's very, very lucky indeed. And this is just one of several trees that are down on Division Avenue and overall down in the city of Vicksburg. Now, traveling here just a couple blocks, my cameraman Bilal and myself, it was like running the gauntlet. We were trying to get past trees, and there's many power lines that are quite low and even down across the street. So this is what you're going to have to navigate this morning. I would imagine not just in the Vicksburg area, but all along where this storm was, along I-94, you can just basically follow the damage swath due east. So be very, very careful this morning out there. And we're going to continue looking around the city of Vicksburg to see what else we can find. But this is quite significant damage. And so far, we haven't run across anybody who has been injured. So that's certainly good news. But the cleanup, it's going to be quite substantial here in the Vicksburg area. I'm Storm Team 8 meteorologist Matt Kirkwood. Back to you.
All right, Matt, thank you. Our team coverage continues now with Amanda Jarrett. She's in Calhoun County, another hard-hit area, live in Battle Creek. And Amanda, sunrise set in just about 3 minutes. And when that sun
comes up...
Good
morning, Casey. That's right. You know, we're seeing a lot of the same stuff Matt was just talking about all over Calhoun County. I want to show you this huge piece of a tree, a lot of limbs, debris, all out here on the road. I just picked this up off M37 here, where traffic's starting to pick up slowly this morning. And this is what we showed you in the last half hour, but now we're getting a little bit of light out here, a little easier to see some of the damage. You can see this power pole leaning here into the road at M37, some debris around it, tree trunks, limbs, all sorts of stuff. There's some caution tape there and some barricades. A lot of cars have been having to slow down to try to avoid this. And that's really what we're seeing all over the county. You know, we talked to the emergency manager here in Calhoun County. We've been in contact with him all morning long. He says this is what they're seeing countywide. I talked with dispatchers, same thing, you know, Marshall, Emmett Township, Battle Creek, wires down, trees down, power lines down, and it can be pretty dicey, but again, the sun's coming up now. It's going to be a little easier to see some of these things in the road, but you do want to give yourself some extra time. We know there are power outages, and again, just a little bit of a mess really all over the area here. People are going to start cleaning up, start coming out of their houses and seeing some of the damage around here. We were in Emmett Township earlier this morning. That's where a tree fell there at Verona in 10 Mile. We know a firefighter from Emmett Township was hit by part of that tree at some point responding to that. But we know the firefighter was taken to the hospital in stable condition this morning. So again, no major injuries at this point, but the firefighter was at least minorly hit or hurt by that tree. So again, something we're going to keep an eye on all morning long, and we'll be in Calhoun County throughout the morning bringing you damage reports. Live in Battle Creek, Amanda Jarrett, 24-hour News 8.
Okay, Amanda, thank you. We will check back in with you. Right now, we're turning to the tens of thousands of people without power. They're in the dark this morning because of these storms.
And right now, Consumers Energy Senior Public Information Director Roger Morgenstern, kind enough to join us live on the phone right now. And Roger, I have to imagine it's going to be a busy couple of days for your crews.
It certainly is. Well, good morning, and listening to your reports from the field, we're seeing some of those same things, especially in Calhoun County, where we have over 23,000 customers out right now, and in Kalamazoo County, we're about 6,600. St. Joseph County, Hillsdale, those areas have all been hit very hard. We had our outages beginning at about 1:30 this morning. Really, between 1:30 and 2:30, we saw the most outages. We have a number of high voltage lines. Those are 46,000 volt lines that are out, and that means that takes down a lot of customers at one time. So we appreciate our customers' patience while we work to restore the power. It's going to be later today before we get most people back on. It may very well stretch into tomorrow. We're like I heard from Matt Kirkwood, you know, we're assessing too, and as daylight comes, that helps us with our assessment. But we remind everybody out there to stay at least 25 feet away from any down wires. Assume any wire you see is live and that it's a power line. Don't guess that, oh, that's the telephone or the cable line. Give us a call at 1-800-477-5050, and we'll come out and make it safe. You can also use that number to report power outages, or if you can't get on the internet, you can go to consumersenergy.com outage center, and you can report an outage online and also look at our online outage map.
Okay, Roger, are your crews already in action at this point at 6:07 in the morning?
Oh, certainly, yeah. We've been out since early this morning. As Terry was saying, the storms moved through quite quickly. So we've been out there since early this morning, and we're continuing to assess, make the situation safe. Our first priority is to make the area safe, so we're de-energizing a lot of lines that may be down and still energized. So that's our first priority. Then we're assessing the level of damage, and then we're getting to work on what needs to be rebuilt to get the lights back on.
So really, the word of the day is patience, and it sounds like you'll have a lot of people back online by the end of the day, maybe tomorrow. And luckily, the weather will be cooperating with us as far as heat or cold, and it's not too bad for people without their power right now, because we know it is hard on people.
Yep.
Thank
Absolutely, yep. We appreciate their patience.
Thank you so much for joining us live on the phone this morning.
Thanks, Emily.